Hello, I'm ArchieLuxury and welcome to the program Fuckers. And today I want to talk cameras. That's right, fuckers. I want to talk cameras. And we all know that Archie is he's a huge DSLR cameraman. He loves his Nikons. So today I decided to put an entry-level full-frame DSLR against my Fuji X100. And the question is, which one is better? Which camera did I like best? And I gotta tell you, you can pick up a Fuji X100S or an X100T. New, they're about $1,000 to $1,500. I love this camera. It's just such an easy to use camera, but it has so many features on it there. And I'll just show you what I love about this camera is it's got a beautiful aperture ring on the front here. This is a aperture ring. It goes from f2 right up to 16. It's also got, you can tweak the exposure and the shutter speed. So, you can really get some cool shots out of this fucker. It's got a lot of features. It's one of these new breed of mirrorless cameras. It's a great camera. And up against that, we've got the Nikon D600. The D600's actually been replaced by the D610, and there's also been the introduction of the new D750, and the D800 has become the D810. So there's been some constant improvements. And the question is, which camera do I prefer? And I gotta tell you the truth. I like both cameras. I like both. The pros and cons with the Fuji. Okay. Very compact. It's very stealthy. I love that retro look. It looks like a vintage Leica camera. I've also bought this beautiful leather half body, so I look like a German tourist. And I've even fitted the Fuji strap so that I look like, I don't look like a pro photographer. It makes me look like a German tourist with an old film camera. This camera also has some really stealthy functions. I can put it into silent mode so no one knows I'm taking a photo. And when it takes the photo, I can also turn the back off so there's no preview coming up, so no one knows I'm taking a shot. It's a great camera. Because it's mirrorless, it doesn't have that shutter noise that a DSLR has. That's the pros. It's also got amazing low light photography. Absolutely, it's a very, it goes down to f2. That's a pretty good aperture for really nice bokeh. Governor is bokeh. So it's really usable. It's relatively easy. I mean, it's not like a point and shoot. Point and shoot. Press here, dickhead. It's better than that. You can still adjust your aperture, your shutter speed. You can play with it still. Small, compact. The negatives, well, it's a great general camera. The lenses are not interchangeable on the X100, X100S or X100T. So it has a macro mode, which is okay, but you couldn't just whack on a macro lens, and then you couldn't put a telephoto on. It's a bit of a compromise, but that's what it is. It's a small little camera that's so portable and easy. It takes great shots, but it's not the be-all and end-all. It's a great second camera where you don't want to be fucked with taking heaps of heavy camera stuff. It's a great camera to have as a casual camera. Just pick it up and off you go. So there's many good things for it. it still, I don't think, replaces the digital DSLR. Let's have a look at a DSLR. Now, I wanted to compare the prosumer models. Obviously, the high end, there's the D4 and the D4S, and they've also got the D800. They're a bit heavier and bulkier. This is one of the smallest. I think the D750 is slightly lighter, but it's still a pretty good sized camera. Fairly solid construction. Mind you, the Fuji it's no slouch either. It's a lot of metal in the Fuji. Okay, the big thing about this camera here is that you can interchange lenses. It works with Nikon's lenses from 1959 onwards. A lot of lenses fit onto this. There's a lot of parts built for it. There's flashes, there's grips. It's full caboodle of equipment available for this. The D610, the D600, that line of prosumer Nikon is really quite fantastic for sports photography. It's got more controls than the Fuji. The shutter speed controls, they're better. The aperture, depending on your lens, of course, this camera here is really dependent on the lenses. So you know, as far as cameras go, this is a great body. It's a great body. It's higher megapixel, 24 as opposed to 16, but it's not the megapixels at the end of the day. The negative is it's a big camera, it's heavy. You've got a lot of caboodle. The lenses weigh you down, and it's not a compact camera. It's a lot heavier. You put this around your neck, it's a heavier unit. But at the end of the day, I still think situation per situation, if you've got the lenses, this will give you a better photo than the Fuji. Where the Fuji excels is that it's just such a good, simple, easy camera to use, and you get some great results. Now, I went to the park today and I ran shots with both cameras. I ran the identical photo on the Nikon, and then I ran it on the Fuji. Now, obviously, I'm using a slightly different lens. So on the Fuji itself, it's using a 23mm lens, and on my Nikon I put a nifty 50, a 50mm lens. So this here is a more of a wide angle lens than the Nikon, but the shots and the quality I think are pretty similar. So in all honesty there, take a look at the shots and tell me what you think. I love both cameras. If I just want to go somewhere, pick up an easy camera, don't be fucked with lenses, don't be fucked with other things, this is a great thing. Also, the low lighting without a flash, I think it's better than the Nikon. It automatically does things a bit better, but I think it's best. DSLR is still the king, but this is a great secondary camera. I'm ArchieLuxury reporting on cameras, D610, D600, D750, or Fuji X100, X100S, or X100T. Both brilliant for slightly different things. Tell me what you fuckers, and enjoy these photos.